Armand.
How do you do, Miss Blake? Pardon me.
Has Sultan Abu Ben Ali arrived yet?
Not yet, Miss Blake, but he should be here any minute. The tribal leaders are waiting for him in the suite reserved by his secretary, Mr. Mullah.
What's my chance of interviewing the secretary?
We can ask.
Welcome, Your Highness.
Who is this young lady, Ernst?
Miss Blake, a journalist. She wishes to interview you.
Your Highness, I merely wanted to ask one question. Will the North African leaders support the United Nations of the Axis?
My dear Miss Blake, no one knows what their decisions will be.
They'll follow your leadership, won't they?
They will follow the precepts of the Prophet. You must excuse me now. A full statement will be issued later.
Thank you, Your Highness.
Oh, Miss Blake, Captain LaSalle telephone.
Oh, thanks a lot, Armand. Get me the French diplomatic headquarters.
Hello? Janet? I just received a message from Rex Bennett.
Rex Bennett? But he was killed in Stalingrad.
Obviously, the report was false. He's in Berlin, and he has learned that German agents are plotting to assassinate the Sultan because he favors the United Nations. Can you get to the Sultan and warn him?
Oh, I'm sure I can. Did Rex give you any details of the German plans?
No, only what I've told you.
All right, I'll call you later.
Here are the complete files on the North African situation, Your Highness.
I must see the Sultan again.
No one may see His Highness now.
It's a matter of life or death.
Let the young lady enter, please.
Your Highness, I've just been informed by an American secret agent in Berlin that German assassins are planning an attempt on your life.
Ridiculous.
Perhaps. Perhaps not. At any rate, I thank you for your warning. Can you tell me any more about the plot?
No, but I may receive further details later.
Please, keep me informed. And now you must excuse me, my conference is waiting.
Certainly.
Do you believe her story?
I don't know. Still, we must see that proper precautions are taken.
Von Roblem.
I know, Miller. And thanks to our concealed microphones, we heard everything the girl said. We'll attend to that later. Come. Keep him downstairs. We may have to force some information out of him later.
His turban and burnous. authority. Your Gracious Highness.
Now we shall execute our master plan. Announce me to the sheiks. Then radio Berlin and tell them what the girls said about the American spy there. Heil Hitler.
Heil Hitler.
By the grace of Allah, His Highness the Sultan Abu Ben Ali.
Be seated, my friends.
Send a message in code to Kurt Hauptmann, Gestapo Headquarters, Berlin.
It's very important that I have just the right agent for this mission.
You couldn't pick a better man, Herr Hauptmann. Look at his excellent record. He's responsible for the death of Rex Bennett.
So, it was he who killed the famous American agent. Splendid. Send him in.
This is Agent G27.
I'm sending you to Africa to take the first step in undermining the United Nations position there.
Yes, Herr Hauptmann.
We have perfected a master plan. You've heard of the Dagger of Solomon?
Yes, it's an ancient symbol revered by all Muslims. Disappeared a generation ago.
That dagger is in our hands. In its hilt is the key to the tomb of Kublai al-Baida, the ancient Muslim leader. The Arabs believe that when the dagger is found and the tomb is opened, they will find a message which will guide their course in war and peace. To make certain that they will find a suitable message, our experts have prepared a scroll written in ancient Arabic on antique parchment. It advises all Muslims to follow the sign of the swastika. He will take the dagger and scroll to our Casablanca agent. He will open the tomb secretly and insert the scroll. Then he will turn the dagger and key over to the Arabs. Proceed now to the National Archives, where Colonel von Raeder will hand you scroll, dagger, and final instructions.
Yes, Herr Hauptmann.
Von Ramler's report just came in from Casablanca. It's being decoded now.
Good.
Here's the dagger of Solomon and the scroll of Kublai al-Baida.
Swear that scroll is as ancient as the dagger.
The dagger is a beautiful specimen of Arabian art. The scroll is a perfect example of German ingenuity. A captured American plane is waiting for you at Göring Airfield. You can fly it into Casablanca without being challenged. You will deliver this to... Just a minute. Von Raeder speaking.
Von Rommler just reported from Casablanca that an American agent is among us. We have checked the credentials of the man who is with you. They are forged. We have reason to suspect he is Rex Bennett. Arrest him.
Yes, sir. Don't move. Our plans have changed, Mr. Rex Bennett. Put it down. Get out.
plane ready for my takeoff?
Yes, Captain. I've kept it warmed up.
A reward for your efficiency. To victory.
To victory!
Rex, what have you been up to? And how in the world did you get into Berlin?
That's a long story. Let's get down to business first. Did you get my messages about the Sultan?
Yes, but so far nothing has happened. The Sultan is here in Casablanca conferring with the tribal leaders.
Good. Can you bring them together for a meeting with me?
It could be arranged through the diplomatic corps, if it's really important.
It's important, all right. I'm going to expose the biggest hoax that Berlin has ever tried to put over.
Very well. I shall arrange a meeting at the Hotel International in the morning.
Mr. Bennett, are you prepared to offer any tangible proof of this so-called German plot to deceive my people?
Yes, Your Highness. I have in my possession the dagger of Solomon and the forged scroll.
You have them with you?
No, I wasn't sure it would be wise to show them publicly.
I have no secrets from my sheiks.
In that case, I can have them brought here immediately. Can I use your phone?
Certainly.
Connect me with room 104, please.
Room 104. Go there at once.
Hello, Janet. This is Rex calling from the Sultan's suite. Pierre will be there in a few minutes. Give him the dagger and scroll.
Your Highness, if you'll excuse me.
Just a minute, Pierre.
Get in there and don't make a sound.
And the dagger.
Tell Rex I'll contact him at my office.
You should have seen the look on the Sultan's face when I told him the dagger and scroll had been stolen.
He probably thought you never had them at all.
Well, that's just it. He seems to think the whole thing was his scheme to discredit Germany, and unless... Yes? Well, yes, Pierre. Fine, we'll be right over. Pierre trailed the thief to the Tropical Fruit Company warehouse in the riverfront. We've got to get there and help him. These are Pierre's.
Something must have gone wrong.
Stay here. If anyone tries to get away, stop them.
Maybe this will bring you to.
Hold it. Good work, Janet. What happened to the other one?
He escaped in a motorboat.
The scroll and the dagger. He gave them to the captain on the riverboat. It left just before he got here. Headed for Sedala.
If I take the shore road, I may be able to stop it.
Be careful. The boat is loaded with munitions and explosives for Nazi agents.
All the more reason for stopping it. Take care of him, Janet.
Current's stronger than I calculated. We must have more steam. Watch your course carefully. If we should hit a reef with all those explosives aboard, we'd blow up.
That dagger and scroll. Order your pilot to head back for Casablanca. Hand over that dagger and scroll. Order your pilot to head back for Casablanca.
The Sultan is in conference with the sheiks and cannot be disturbed.
I think you'll see me if you tell him that I've recovered the dagger and the fraudulent German scroll.
I will inform His Highness. Your Highness.
Yes, Müller, what is it?
Rex Bennett is here. He has recovered the dagger and scroll.
Send him in, please.
Tune in the conference room.
And I recovered the dagger and scroll from the riverboat captain who was taking them to Sidala.
You have them with you?
Yes, Your Highness. Here they are.
The dagger is genuine. There can be no question of it. Did you read the scroll?
Yes. The import of the message is that the Muslim tribes should follow the sign of the swastika.
Can you tell if the document is authentic?
How could it be? If it were genuine, it would be in the tomb, and not on its way to the tomb from Berlin. It's just a clumsy German attempt to embroil us in the war.
It must be humiliating to know that you will someday be hung for treachery which failed.
At least you will never live to hang me.
Our first job is to locate the Axis agents here in Casablanca. Their radio communication should help. We know they're in radio contact with Berlin. Pierre, can you arrange for listening posts to try to locate their stations?
Certainly. Signal Corps will... pardon. French diplomatic headquarters. Just one moment, please. It's the Sultan.
Rex Bennett speaking, Your Highness.
I have decided to ask you to investigate an attempt which was made on my life yesterday.
I'll be glad to. Where did it happen?
About 5 miles out on the coast road. Several shots were fired at me from an abandoned fisherman's shack.
I'll investigate immediately. Certainly, sir. Somebody shot at the Sultan yesterday when he was passing a shack on the coast road. I'm going out there to look the place over. You go ahead with the radio arrangements?
Right away.
This time, the criminals remained at the scene of their crime, Mr. Bennett. We guessed you might be asked to investigate this place. We are the underground headquarters of the United Nations in Berlin.
I suppose you'll let me go if I tell you.
No? But some means of dying are more pleasant than others. Let me show you. That might have been your arm, Mr. Bennett.
Under the circumstances, I'd be foolish not to talk.
Remember, you will be held until the truth of what you say is verified by radio from Berlin.
The address is 92 Lindenstrasse.
Get a rope. Come out from under there.
FD-21.
Pierre talking. Go ahead, Rex.
Have your listening post be on the alert for any message about 92 Lindenstrasse. I think the station we're looking for is about to send one.
92 Lindenstrasse. Right.
I'm coming back to your office. Be there in half an hour.
It is 4 kilometers from here to the river. Just around the bend, you see? We caught the message about 92 Lindenstrasse.
Did you locate the station?
Yes, it's just about here.
That's Caliph Canyon. Let's go.
It should be right here, but that's only a native camp.
If there's a radio station around here, it's certainly well camouflaged.
There's one way to find out. If there's a radio transmitter near here, it should give off a lot of static. We'll cruise around and we find the place where the static's loudest, and that should be it. Turn on the radio, Janet.
The static's getting louder.
Yes, we must be getting close. Better look over that tent. Keep him covered, Jenna.
Here it comes.
Berlin calling. Investigation of 92 Lindenstrasse shows that your information was false. Das ist alles.
Shut off the generator.
Yes, sir.
Bennett tricked me. If he ever falls into my hands again, he'll wish he was never born.
You may wish the same thing, my friend. See if he's armed here.